Now, this morning we're going back to our notes booklet and looking at page 35 and this example here. We're being asked to complete the square, but this is not like what we've seen before. There's a minus sign in front of the x squared, which means that its coefficient is -1. And I like to write them like this because we're used to having x squared first, then the x term, and then the constant. So rather than writing this in the form x squared, x plus h squared plus k, what we do is we're going to write it in the form a times x plus h squared plus k. And there's something that we can just take as fact. A is always equal to the x squared coefficient. Always, always, always. Why? Because when I square this out, I'll only have one x squared term, so the a will multiply that. So in this case, a is going to be -1, because that is my x squared coefficient. So the first thing I write down, where previously I was writing down x plus h squared, I'm now writing down a times x plus h squared plus k equal to, and I'm going to write it this way around so that everything lines up, minus x squared minus 2x plus 4. But I know this value here. I know that that's going to be whatever number is in front of the x squared. So now what I have is a -1, but I square this out as usual. X squared plus 2hx plus h squared plus k equal to minus x squared minus 2x plus 4. And then I multiply through that -1. Minus x squared minus 2hx minus h squared plus k equal to minus x squared minus 2x plus 4. Now, if you look here, these guys are the same, and they need to be the same or else the rest of it doesn't work. So from here, I can do what I've been doing all along and equate my x terms. So my x terms, and I just ignore the x part of it, minus 2h is equal to -2. So the only thing that's different here, I still divide across. I divide across by -2, and I get that h is equal to 1. And then I must do my constant terms. And the constant terms are all of this, the minus h squared plus k and the plus 4, equal to plus 4 on the other side. So minus h squared plus k is equal to 4. This minus applies after I have squared. And that's really important. Remember, when you're subbing in, you replace the letter, but everything outside of the letter is outside of the brackets. So this means that -1 plus k is equal to 4 and k is equal to 5. And now I write my answer in this format. So my answer is going to be a, that's -1, x plus h, x plus 1, all squared, plus k, plus 5. Okay, if you wanted to do the shortcut with this, you could think of that you're factorizing out a -1 and then using your shortcut and then putting the -1 back on it. But I feel like this is much easier. So we're still just following the method that we've gotten used to doing, and we're putting the a, the thing that's outside the bracket, is always going to be what's in front of the x squared. Let's try another one of these, because once we see this done twice, it should be easier to do it for yourselves. So here, I'm going to write this in the form, I'm asked to complete the square, I'm going to write this in the form, because there's something in front of the x squared, a bracket x plus h all squared plus k, but a is equal to 3. So straight away we know the coefficient of x squared is the thing that's outside the brackets here. I can write it down, or I can just go straight to saying 3 times x plus h all squared plus k is equal to, and we write this down, 3x squared minus 18x plus 26. And we need to square out our brackets and multiply through that 3. X squared plus 2hx plus h squared plus k equal to 3x squared minus 18x plus 26. You don't have to write down this every time. Now if we go back to what we were doing yesterday, I did it the other way around. X squared plus 2hx plus h squared plus k. X squared plus 2hx plus h squared plus k. All the way through, that bit that's in the brackets is going to be the same. What's changed is that I need to multiply through, and you know where the 3 came from? The coefficient of x squared, so I must multiply this through. I get 3x squared plus 3 by 2 is 6hx, 3 by h squared plus k equals 3x squared minus 18x plus 26. Again, the x squareds match. If they don't match, we have a problem. So the x squareds must match on both sides. And once we have that, we can then do our x terms. So my x term gives me that 6h is equal to minus 18. So you can see previously we were always getting 2h here. Now the 2h is multiplied by whatever's in front of the x squared. So h is going to be minus 3. Minus 18 divided by 6 is minus 3. And then we do our constant terms, plus 3h squared plus k equal to 26. So the constant tells me that 3h squared plus k is equal to 26, but we know what h is. So we've got 3 by a minus 3 squared. Remember, you're going to square it first and then multiply by 3. Plus k is equal to 26. So this is 27 plus k is equal to 26, which means that k is equal to minus 1. And then I write down my answer. And my answer is A is 3, bracket, x plus h, x minus 3, all squared, plus k, minus 1. And that's it. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do one of these for homework tonight. I'll put it up in Google Classroom. It's question 6 on the same page as we were working on last night. And on Tuesday, we're going to look at finding the minimum or the maximum based on what we've done here. Okay, thank you.